Hi guys, welcome back to another video. As you can tell from the title, today we are going to be doing another Boxycharm unboxing for the May 2021 base box. If you aren't familiar with Boxycharm, Boxycharm is a monthly subscription box that includes mostly makeup products, cosmetics, but also includes skincare and lifestyle products every once in a while as well. They have several tiers, base box being the least expensive of the 3 tiers and goes for $25 a month. Today we are going to be doing a try on with this box with the items that are in this box. So as you can tell, I have most of my makeup done. And I have opened this box to peek inside and just kind of see what I needed, what products we were working with to know what I was going to need to apply before I sat down to film this video. So let's jump on in. So this month's box is the May box. Like I said, its theme is Boxycharm Flourish. So we do have a card in the box and we got 5 products, which has the list of the products on the back of this card, which is really helpful. These cards usually include your variation number and a description of the products plus their price. Like I said, the base box goes for $25 a month and the retail value, if I'm not mistaken, is guaranteed to be at least $100 or more. We usually get at least 5 products in the base box, and then in the premium and the luxe, the price is different. So premium is $35 a month, if I'm not mistaken. I think you get 7 products, I'm not quite sure. And then luxe is a quarterly box that replaces your base box, and you can get up to 11 products in that box. So let's give you guys just a itty bitty peek there. We've got some skincare products in here, so I think I'm going to start with that. The first item in the box is the Murad Environmental Shield City Skin Overnight Detox Moisture. Comes in, so this is it right there. Let's go ahead and open this up. And like I said, I did open this box up before sitting down to film just so I knew what to put on my face. And so I did go ahead and use this moisturizer last night to kind of give it a go. So this is the packaging. It comes with one of those pumps that'll just come straight up and you can wipe off. Let's see what the card says about this product. So it says, detoxifying and revitalize skin overnight. A daily dose of pollution and blue light from electronic devices can accelerate visible signs of aging. This breakthrough formula contains supercharged antioxidants that neutralize pollutants and strengthen skin's barrier while you sleep. Retails for $74. Yikes, that's expensive. Murad's products are on the pricey side. One of my favorite moisturizers by Murad is the Nutrient Gel Moisturizer. And I believe that one's like $60 or so. So I did use this last night for the first time. I obviously can't say if it's a yay or nay after just one time, but it did feel good. I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary this morning. My skin felt same moisturized. I didn't notice anything, you know, significantly different from my other moisturizers that I've used in the past. So we will have to continue to test this out. Second item in the box is a hair care product, and this is from DryBar. So this is the Hot Toddy Heat Protectant Spray. The card here says a lightweight spray protects dry hair from heat styling with curling, straightening, and styling irons up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Retails for $27. So I did actually use this as well. I used it, I believe, when was it? Friday night. I'm filming this on a Sunday, and this smells really good. The fragrance or the smell of it reminds me of a perfume that, depending on how old you are, you may or may not remember this. Pink Sugar by Aquafina, I believe it was, or Aqualina, I forget what the brand is. So it's a very sweet, sweet sugary smell, not as intense as the Pink Sugar scent, but definitely up there. It's a nice scent. I enjoy it. If you don't like sweet scents, then you might not like this, but I really did enjoy the scent on this. I didn't feel like it lingered that much on my hair. Though, so if you don't like scents lingering in your hair or are worried it will clash with your perfume, then I don't think you necessarily have to worry about that. As a first impression, I do feel like it did a pretty good job. It does leave some texture in your hair, so the next day I did feel like, you know, my hair wasn't as soft as it usually is with other heat protectant sprays. So that's something else to keep in mind. Moving along, so far no makeup items. The next item that we have is Is from Lavish Cosmetics, and we have a brush set in this funky green and yellow colors. This is called the Essential Eye Collection, and the card says it contains 5 handcrafted vegan-friendly brushes to create the most subtle or dramatic looks, and retails for $30. I think we did get a Lavish brush set in boxes in the past. I don't remember if I got it in one of my boxes, but it's definitely ringing a bell. So these are the brushes out of the plastic. You can see there, you've got like this fluffy blending brush, you have this angled brush, pencil brush, looks like to me like a packer brush, and an eyeliner and a liner brush or an eyebrow brush, and they feel really soft. I like how the ends of the brushes are kind of come to a point, so that's something a little bit different. And they do come in this kind of plasticky travel case as well. So with just those first 3 products, we're already over $150, guys. So that's pretty cool. Next product that I am actually really excited for. So if you watched my Boxycharm unboxings before, you'll probably remember me mentioning that I do usually keep up with the sneak peeks, and I do enjoy watching other people unboxing their Boxycharms just to kind of get an idea of what the variations were. This past month, or for the sneak peeks for May, to be honest, I wasn't really up to date on them. I wasn't following up. I had a lot of stuff going on at work, so I wasn't really in with what was coming, but I did watch 2 Boxycharm unboxings recently. I think Kathleen Lights, and I forgot who I saw the other one, and I saw that we had a Mellow Cosmetics item in the box, and I was really excited because I do really love Mellow Cosmetics. I have done an entire video with some of their products on my channel before. I will link that either in the description bar below or here in the cards if you guys want to check it out. I've tried out their face palettes, their eyeshadows. I do have one of their liquid lipsticks, and then I have their blush, and I'm trying to remember what else I have. So I've been wanting to test out one of their lip glosses, and this is what we got. We have the liquid lip gloss in the shade Saint Tropez. If you are interested in checking out Mellow Cosmetics, I also have a discount code with them, so I will leave the link in the description bar below, as well as the code for 15% off. It is an affiliate link, so just putting that out there. If you're not comfortable with using the affiliate links, then you can just go straight to their website, but clicking on that link and using the code will save you 15% off of your order. Okay, so the Mellow Cosmetics lip gloss says here, get ready to spice up your lips. This ultra glossy, non-sticky formula has a uniquely smooth feel. It can be worn alone or over any lipstick with an added goodness of vitamin E and avocado oil. The Saint Tropez shade is the perfect mauve, and it's cruelty-free, vegan, and paraben-free. That's another thing that I really do love about Mellow Cosmetics is they are vegan, especially with their eyeshadows, and their eyeshadows are, from what I've tried so far, are really great. I was actually wearing their eyeshadows yesterday. Okay, going back to the lip gloss, like I said, this is in the shade Saint Tropez, and this retails for $18. So let's go ahead and open it up. So you've got the doe foot applicator, and it does look like that mauve that they described. So let's go ahead and do a swatch. Okay, and so that's it right there. Really pretty color. This is right up my alley. This kind of mauvey brown shades are what I love. Doesn't have any scent at all. It's a pretty opaque shade as well, so that's exciting. And then lastly in the box we have an eyeshadow palette, and this is from Cab Cosmetics. So this is the unicarton, and this is their Day Plus Night eyeshadow palette. We have gotten Cab Cosmetics in Boxycharm before. I believe it was, let's see, this is May, April. Was it the March box? We got a Cab lip oil, which is actually what I'm wearing right now, that I really enjoy. So let me grab that to show you guys real quick. So this is my Cab lip oil, and as you can see, I've been using it quite often. I have the shade Blue Raspberry, which as you can see, it doesn't really give me a blue tint or anything like that on my lips, but it is really hydrating, non-sticky, so I do really love this. So getting back to the eyeshadow palette. So This palette here is the Day and Night Eyeshadow Palette. The card says this palette has a new formula and new sustainable packaging. Awesome. With 18 highly pigmented shades to create looks for both day and night, all in one product. Use the softer, lighter shades to create your favorite daytime looks and play around with the bolder, darker shades for a more intense nighttime look. And this retails for $52. And you know, when I opened up this palette, reminded me of something. And when I thought about it a little bit more, it really did remind me of the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. And just in terms of the tones, those purples and browns, terracotta shades. And that's actually exciting for me because if you guys have watched my declutter video that I posted a couple weeks back, you will know that I can no longer use that Huda Desert Dust palette because of carmine in the ingredients and my allergy to carmine. So this is really cool to have something somewhat similar to that palette to be able to use. And Cab Cosmetics, let's see on here, they are cruelty free and it doesn't necessarily say vegan. So I did go ahead and reach out to Cab Cosmetics and sent their customer service an email just to confirm that none of these shades have carmine, and that way we could use it in today's video. And they confirmed none of their shades have carmine. Let's go ahead and swatch a couple of these colors so you guys can get a sense. I really want to swatch this kind of lavender purple shade right here, Halo. So that's it on my finger. It doesn't look like a really intense lavender. Okay, so that's it right there. Not super pigmented. Let's go with the shade Terracotta. Okay, that one looks more pigmented, so I'm gonna swatch that right next to it. Oh yeah, okay, so that one's a lot more pigmented. And then let's do one of these shimmers. I really want to dive into Moon Dust. It's right here. Oh, so it's a more of a, what's that color? Like a gray shade right here on my ring finger. That's kind of like a gray purple shift. Do you guys see that? A gray purple lavender shift. All right, cool. So let's go ahead. So obviously of the 5 products that we have, 3 of which we're gonna be able to use on camera, the lip gloss, the eyeshadow palette, and we'll use the brushes. Let me go ahead and wipe my hands clean and wipe off this lip oil, and we will come back and dive into these products. Okay, before we dive into the demo part of this, let's go ahead and recap. So let's go ahead and recap the pricing on everything. So the Murad Detox Moisturizer, $74. The Cab Cosmetics palette, $52. The Lavish eye brush set was $30. The DryBar heat spray, $27. And last but not least, the Mellow Cosmetics lip gloss, $18, for a total of $201 value for these 5 products. And again, I paid $25 for my box. So even the 2, you know, skincare and hair products aside, I think for $25, the other 3 products so far, just in terms of my familiarity with Mellow Cosmetics, and if the Cab Cosmetics eyeshadow palette is nearly as good as the lip oil, then for those 2, be worth it. And in terms of eyeshadow brushes, I mean, you can never have too many, in my opinion, especially if you don't wash them as often as you should, which I think I do pretty good about washing my brushes. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. I am going to be using some eyeshadow primer on my eyes before diving into this palette. I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mattes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shimmer metallics, whatever you want to call them. So pretty good ratio of matte to shimmers, I feel like. So we're gonna go into the Cab Cosmetics, and I actually think I do want to go in with that Halo shade, which was this light lavender that I swatched, just to see how much we can get that shade built up. So I'm using the Lavish brush, and these don't have any names, but it's the fluffier of the ones, and we are getting a little bit of kick up in the pan. So this is what we're getting on the brush. Does look a little powdery, so I am gonna tap it. And what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna start pressing instead of swiping to kind of build up that shadow. And you can see that color is translating a little darker than what it looks like in the pan on my skin tone. I do have more of a warm yellow undertone, so I feel like that throws off shades like this, like more pastel-y shades. They tend to go a little darker than what they look like in the pan. So I'm just kind of placing that that shade in kind of that V shape that I like to create with my shadows. I think I'm actually going to switch brushes to this more angled one and then go in and just do the same. And I forgot to mention this palette does come with a mirror, so I'm kind of using that. It's a pretty decent mirror. I don't usually use the mirrors on my eyeshadow palettes, to be honest, but I am today. I feel like this is a decent enough mirror where I can see, you know, at least the top 2/3 of my face versus other palettes where you can like only see this portion of your face, which I don't really like. Okay, and I'm switching brushes. This is a ColourPop F12. It's a slanted, more denser brush, and I'm just taking more of that halo shade and I'm bringing it down into my crease and on my lid. I'm not being very precise about this. I'm just kind of covering the entire outer, I would say outer half of the lid with that shade. And you can see it's not like super pigmented in terms of that lilac color. I bet if I would have put like a lighter base down, we could have gotten more of that lilac color to pull through. But so far in terms of blending, no issues. It's blending fine. It's not patchy. It's not catching anywhere like weird. It's fine. So I went ahead and just did the same on the other eye. I do feel like I had to keep dipping in several times into that shade, Halo, to kind of get it to where I would want it to be. So keep that in mind. These aren't super pigmented shades. They're more of a light wash, but they are buildable. So even on this eye, where I usually have a patch of skin here that catches, the eyeshadow catches too weird, it's not doing anything funky and it's building fine. Okay, in terms of purple shades, like purple matte shades, that's the only one really in the palette. So what I'm gonna do now is I kind of want to play with this burnt orange shade right here. I feel like that would go pretty with this purple for like a sunset kind of vibe. This might not work, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that initial Lavish fluffy brush that we used and just kind of clean off whatever purple shadow we had on it. And I'm gonna dip really lightly into that burnt orange color, dust it off, and I'm gonna take it just here on the outer portion of where we placed Halo to see if we can get those two colors to melt together to kind of give me a hint of orange. Oh yeah, that's doing what I want. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's kind of giving me this like sunset-y vibe and helping me blend out that edge. And I'm going really light pressure. You can see I'm holding the brush at the end of it to just dust that color. Just marry it into the purple. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a deeper brown shade. So I think I'm going to go in with the shade right here, Cocoa, and this is the deepest shade in the palette of the mattes. And we're going to take that on this kind of flat shader brush from the Lavish set, and I'm going to dip into that just on one side of the brush. So you can see how it's picking up. I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to press this on the outer corner of my lid. Okay, so that one's pretty pigmented. You guys can see there. The orange was also pretty pigmented. I think it was just that like lavender purple color. So I'm just placing this on the outer corner of my eye. Okay, I really like the way that's looking, but I do feel like we're losing a bit of that lavender color. So I'm gonna take the ColourPop brush again and just kind of, you know, add it back in a little bit. Oh, and I'm not really seeing any fallout, guys, so far. So that's really good. I have been using a lot of like pat and packing motions instead of like, you know, blending. So that could be it, but we'll see how it goes with the shimmer. And I usually do prefer to do my base before my eyes. For whatever reason, it just helps me envision, it just makes me feel better about trusting the process. I feel like when I have my base done, I'm more likely to continue with the eyeshadow look, even if it's looking a little funky. It just helps me envision everything when I have my base done versus when I do my eyes first. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go back in with that Moon Dust shade, and that's the shade that I swatched that had that kind of gray purple shift. Do I wanna go with that one? Let's see, let's swatch the Midnight. I do wanna swatch the Midnight. Ooh, that's pretty. So here is Midnight, and that was that deeper purple shade. Let's swatch Stella, which is kind of a like bronzy shade. So that's Stella right there. And let's do one more. Let's do Burgundy. Oh, Burgundy is nice. Okay. So that is Burgundy right there. So all really pretty. Now I'm kind of torn. I think I am still gonna go in with Moon Dust. So that was that original shade that we swatched. So it's the silvery color that shifts purple, and I'm just gonna take it on my ring finger because I swatched all my others, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the inner half of my lid. Yes, that's what I wanted. I feel like it's not applying the best with my finger. I feel like it's looking a little, is chunky the word? I don't know. I was kind of wanting more payoff on the eye than what I'm getting. That's kind of weird. Maybe if we go in with like a shader brush. No, that's doing nothing. Okay, I'm gonna try again with my finger. And keep in mind, I do have the eyeshadow base on, so it does have something to stick to. I don't know, that's just looking kind of funky to me. Yeah, it's not looking even. We were doing so well, guys. This is kind of frustrating. Let me get some setting spray and try that. Okay, I feel like it did brighten it, but I don't feel like it's going on even. Is that just me? Let's try the other eye. Well, on a positive note, there's no fallout, so there's that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave that as is right now. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Once I put like eyeliner and lashes, it might not be as obvious. It might also be the like duochrome of it is just shifting weird for me. I don't know. I'm just gonna deepen out my outer corner and kind of blend that color into the deeper color here, the cocoa that we had applied. So I went ahead and just did a little bit of tight lining. I used a brown eyeliner from the e.l.f. and Jen Atkins collection and my mascara. So I'm not mad at this eye look. I was just really hoping for that Moon Dust shade to be more true to the swatch. That was just gorgeous, but overall not mad at it. I think I really like the way the burnt orange shade and halo, that lavender and orange shade, blended into each other. So I am happy with the overall look, just a little disappointed for that duochrome shade. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is try out the Mellow Cosmetics lip gloss. Oh, and the Lavish brushes, I mean, were fine. They didn't necessarily knock my socks off. They are not super dense, so they are fluffy brushes. Even this kind of shader brush is not very densely packed, so if you prefer more densely packed brushes, just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead with this Mellow Cosmetics shade. I'm going to do some quick lip liner, and then we'll be right back. So let's go ahead with this Mellow Cosmetics lip gloss. Again, no scent, shade in Saint Tropez. Okay, so the doe foot applicator right off the back doesn't deposit like a whole lot of product, so that's good. You have more control, I feel like. Wow, I think the the shade match with this ColourPop lip liner is almost identical. What do you guys think? It feels really light. It's not heavy. It's not sticky. It's not sticky at all, guys. It's a really lightweight formula. I really like it. I wouldn't say necessarily that it's ultra glossy. I mean, it definitely is glossy, but not ultra glossy, I would say. So that kind of brings us to the end of the video, trying out the products. I would say the highlight of this month's box, let's see, I think the highlight of this month's box for me so far is going to be the Mellow Cosmetics lip gloss, just because I'm really loving the formula and the way it feels on my lips. The Murad moisturizer, that one I don't think it's fair for me to give kind of a ranking right now, because I'll have to use it for a while to kind of give you guys a more informed opinion. The DryBar heat protectant spray, I mean, that's always a plus. Please use a heat protectant spray, guys. The Lavish brushes, I don't think they're worth $30 to be honest, but that's up to you. And then the CAB Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This one I'm gonna say also is kind of a spotlight for me. However, I was really disappointed with that Moon Dust shade. The mattes that I used, the 1, 2, 3 shades that I used were beautiful, so no complaints there. And then I'll have to play with more of some of those shimmery colors to see if all of them perform the same way as that Moon Dust shade or not. I don't think it's worth $52, but either way, we paid $25 for everything in this box. I would say this box was well worth the $25. Everything in this box is something that I will use in comparison to other boxes where there might be 1 or 2 products that I'm not gonna ever use at all, or I would give away. So this one, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up from me. If you enjoy watching these Boxycharm boxes, please hit the like button. That lets me know that you guys enjoy them and I can continue filming them for you. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button before you leave. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you got in your Boxycharm box and what was your standout product. Let me know if you got the CAB Cosmetics palette and did the shimmers work for you, and if they did, how did you make it work? So let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for spending time out of your day with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.